Back here on FTA Sports with Jamie Elson, Bristol Pitbulls head coach, after a 3-0 loss against the Streatham Redhawks. And just talking off camera, Jamie, I'm glad you've echoed a lot of what Lewis and myself have said. You've gone up against the league leaders tonight and a very good team, but there's a sense of frustration that if you'd have played a 60-minute game, particularly how you played in the second period, you could have got more out of this tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We're at home, we want to win every game. That was always kind of our statement, that this year we want to make this a really tough place to play. And we're disappointed in the room, but we're disappointed because I think we know we could have made that game a hell of a lot tighter than it was. So 3-0 makes it sound like maybe they came in here and played a tight game and didn't give us much, but we outshoot them. We outshoot them heavily in the second. In the second period for sure, we outchance them by some way, I think. Just our inability to kind of get some half chances and some sort of grade A's in the net, and their execution was spot on. You've got to give them credit. They're a good team. They're well drilled. They got some serious talent, and when they had some chances tonight, they converted and they punished us. But just frustrating. It could have been a different game.
You got a good greasy win in Invicta last night, but I know you said you weren't necessarily happy with the start in that one. Again, the start tonight seemed maybe a little slower or a little too much respect, a little away from the game plan you want, getting on the forecheck. How do you get these guys, these very talented guys, to play from puck drop? Yeah,
it's got to be on me, I guess. It's a tough one. It's kind of been a bit of an Achilles heel all year. We wait until the team really gets after us, or we go a goal down and we have a bit of a wake-up call. Happened last night. We go 2 down and then we have a wake-up call, and then in the third period, we're untouchable for a 15, 60-minute chunk. And it's the same tonight. Yeah, like we kind of take that first period where we're in that room kind of looking around thinking, wow, we're 2-0 down, and then we come out and we play like we did that second 20, and you're kind of frustrated that we just can't start games like it. So we've got to look at that this week, because unfortunately that's kind of becoming a bit of a habit, and we just we're too good to kind of let teams get a head start on us and then want to play catch-up hockey.
I thought the second period was good, and a lot of that, and we've talked about it before, led by the second line of Lipsy, Eliash and Warren. I'm describing Warren on commentary as the Theo Fleury little ball of hate. He gets under the skin. Eliash, I like his hockey IQ. Maybe he's not the smoothest skater, but he's got a very good hockey IQ. When you need a line to turn to for energy, it always seems to be that second line.
Yeah, Aussie's line was really good all weekend. Lipper's line was really good all weekend, but I thought Tam, we just said in the room, Tam in particular, absolutely emptied the tank tonight, and it wasn't pretty at times. It was battling and grinding and defending pucks, but he was superb tonight, and and that's why that line works so well, because they all bring us a little bit of something different to the table. And Jay gets in, and he's kind of he ruffles feathers, but that's because he goes to hard areas and he plays and he gets to net front and he finishes in corners. And Tam's the same. He gets seriously gritty, and he gets punished a lot of the time. He takes a lot of physical abuse, but they were good. They consistently been good. They lead. Lipper leads the team in plus minus, and I think that's just because the way they play with energy, that like they get out the D zone pretty quick and they get the other end. And offensively, obviously, they got some talent between the three of them, and just a shame we just couldn't get one in the net between them tonight.
We saw Streatham on one of their. Of course, they've got the firepower and they've got Antonov, but I said to Lewis on commentary, for the first time tonight, I saw a team you were going up against who, if they're rolling 5 guys on defence, there's no drop-off of standard there. They all box out well. There wasn't a lot of turnovers in their zone. And I guess that's why they're the benchmark. Yeah, they score goals, but they look really good in their own zone.
Yeah, we talk about it on the back end. They're really skilled. Obviously Michael Fant's been playing at a much higher level, down at this level. We just, we gave him too much time. And, we talked about it before. He's got those turns and those escape moves. And if you don't get in and play hard and just try and get on the body, he's got the skill in the tank that he's going to address you and make that great first pass or start getting up the ice. And also that Martinelli is, he's a player I've watched a little bit. He's a GB under 18. I've seen him over the last couple of years in the junior ranks, and he's an unbelievable prospect. So I haven't seen him play for maybe a year or so, and so it's the first time I've seen him tonight. But yeah, he's unbelievable again. Same, really high skilled, mobile, up and coming. He's got a huge future. So. Yeah, they got a great back end, and even more so. That's why our forecheck's got to be that tight, and you give those guys time and space, and they pick plays out, and then you're on the back foot straight away.
2 more quick ones before I let you go. I got to ask you about Tyler Perry again, and I mentioned to John Dibble, who got the victory in Invicta last night in a tough place to go. But Tyler Perry, post Christmas, we talked about him last time out. Almost got the shutout, not quite. Tonight he gave you a chance to be in the game all night. I don't know what's happened. He's obviously been eating his Weetabix since Christmas, but he's coming to play in this building every night.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's down there looking a bit disappointed for himself, and I just said to him, you shouldn't be disappointed. He posted a 90-something% save average, and in the first period in particular, like he had a lot, not just shots, like a lot of traffic in front of him. They were really getting to the net and trying to get those tips and those redirects and picking up the scraps, and he stood big. He controlled his rebounds. He kind of got second and third effort. So yeah, he played a hell of a game, and we were gutted for him last week not to see him out and get him over the line with the shutout, but. The two of them, Dibbs had a great game last night, and it's what we said at the start of the year. We really want some healthy competition. We want two guys who are going to push each other hard, because I think that level of competition, we've got it throughout the squad, but in goal in particular, it's nice to have them on their toes, and it's good. We're getting into business end of the year, and they both look sharp. I honestly can't remember a night where I was really, really disappointed with either of them, and to be honest, the one or two games where maybe teams have racked up a bit of a score, I felt like we've left him high and dry, really, rather than they've let us down. So, you've got to give him credit. Like I said, since he's bounced back from his injury at Christmas, he's certainly playing the best games of the season.
And just finally, in terms of bigger picture, and particularly, I guess, for some of the new fans watching, maybe they think we're being a bit harsh, or the questions I'm asking you, or you're being a bit disappointed. This was something I used to ask you and Andrew Lord a lot in Cardiff. Expectations and standards, that's no bad thing. That's the culture you want to set.
Yeah, 100%. We said from day one here, look, there was no pressure coming into year one in terms of no one was expecting us to come in and be the league title, winners. But at the same time, the expectation was to get in and make this building, like you say, we used the word fortress, but get in and make it a tough place to play, make us a tough team to play against, really bring some kind of identity. And when we talk about our identity, we talk about, bringing some energy, some passion, being relentless. Not over-respecting teams, setting our identity onto other teams. And, on the whole, we've done that this year. And the times I'm frustrated is, the nights where we maybe get away from that and we don't force ourselves on teams. We're too respectful. And I think, like you said, the first period tonight, we were a little bit too respectful. But, 100%. We want to set the expectation high. We want to set the expectation high in terms of, every aspect. And the match night experience here, the team, how we play, how we conduct ourselves, everything. We want teams to know that they're going to come here and this is going to be a tough place to play, and we're going to be a tough team to play against, and to give them credit. A lot of their guys were speaking to some of the boys on our team they know tonight, and they was commenting on what a good team we are, and they liked that it was a tough game tonight. It's good to kind of get that feedback, but yeah, just disappointing, I guess, that we did make them pay a little bit more.
Well, standards are no bad thing. We're enjoying the journey. You guys are bringing some great standards to Bristol Ice Hockey. Jamie, as ever, thanks for joining us on FTA Sport.
Thank you.